everyone, good morning. It is Sunday morning. It's almost noon. This girl slept in until 11:30. Love sleeping in. I feel great. I am headed right now to the dollar store to finish up my grocery shopping. My grocery shopping this week has been in parts and pieces. I went to Trader Joe's on Friday. I went to Walmart last night, and I am now finishing up by going to the dollar store right now on Sunday. So that's how this weekend has been. We are going to get ready to feed the homeless today. We are taking on a new challenge today. We are going to be feeding a warm meal today. We are taking soup to feed to the homeless people. This is a challenge because we actually go to these people. We don't set up anywhere and have them come to us. We go where they are. A lot of them, it would be difficult to just go somewhere and be central and have people come to us. So we actually go to them. This makes it challenging because we will have big orange, those Gatorade jugs, like water jugs, full of soup. So we have to transport the soup in those large jugs and have them not spill, keep it warm, ladle it out into some bowls, and then we'll be giving them a roll and some fruit and some little cookies or something. So this will be a little bit different today, but it should be fun. I think they will really enjoy it. It'll be nice and warm. It's about, I think it's about 68 degrees right now, so it will be a nice, warm, real meal on a November afternoon. So that's what's going on today. Last night, full disclosure, Julie had some mindless eating. So I guess I've reduced from 2 times a week of mindless eating to once. So there's the plus in that. Always stay positive, see the good in everything. The other thing is that, I was gonna say the other positive of that, but I'm not seeing another positive at the moment. So I had, I don't know why, I bought some M&Ms at Walmart. So I started with M&Ms. I had some donuts at home, just those little powdered white donuts. They weren't even good, you guys. They weren't even good. I think that's it. I think there was one more thing, but I don't remember what the other thing is. So M&M's, donuts, basically just mindless stuff. So that's gonna kill my weeklies for the week. I'm gonna be negative probably. I haven't actually input the numbers yet. I haven't finished my video yet for last night. I think it's pretty much finished. I just need to put the numbers in and upload. So that pretty much kills my weeklies. I was trying really hard all week to be just dead on with that, but that's okay. Starting next week, I'm gonna again switch my tracker back to no swapping because I'd really like to try and see if I could do a week without using my fit points. Even if I go a little bit negative, I mean, if it gets crazy negative, then it just makes sense to switch back to swapping fit points, but I'd like to try it. So yeah, I am not sure I'm going to be able to hit my 16,000 step goal today because number one, it's noon already. Number two, we're going to go feed the homeless, but before we can even do that, I have to go to the dollar store. We have to bag up all of the fruit and the rolls and stuff, and then when we do feed the homeless, I am going to be stuck in the car ladling out soup, so there are no steps there. And then after that, I've got some videos to do. I need to do something about some sort of meal prep, and then Eddie and I are hoping to go to the Cheesecake Factory later. So there's literally like no time, and 16,000 steps is not just going for a 3-mile walk. So I could do that, and maybe I should, maybe on Sundays, maybe I should give myself a little grace on one day of the week, Sundays, because this is the day it seems to fall on so far. Each week seems to be Sunday that is the hardest day to hit steps. So maybe on Sundays I'll go 10,000 steps before I have any drinks or any Cheesecake Factory stuff. that could be reasonable, because that might at least get me out for a little walk. Like after I have one video that I have to do because it has to go up tomorrow morning, so that has to be done during the day in daylight hours. That's what I'm concerned about here. And then I could go for a walk before we go to the Cheesecake Factory. So I may do the 10,000 step thing on Sundays, because the whole 12,000 steps before I can have my beverages, not by the end of the day, but 16,000 steps before I can have my beverages has been working like a charm. So that's perfect. So here I am at the dollar store. I really think I just need to get produce here. Yeah. I just bought 5 cases of water, 10 bags of apples, 100 brown bags, 3 boxes of sandwich bags, 120 wafer cookies.
Drink?
Thank you so much. God bless you all.
You're welcome. You have a good one. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
There's kids. Girl.
There's kids?
Yes.
Dang it, we had that big stuffed animal thing. Maybe we'll put that in the car next week, I guess. So.
Do they need that last blanket?
Thank you. You're welcome. You guys need a blanket? No? Okay. You're welcome, sweetie. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
These guys are living out of a motorhome. And there's a little kid.
Let me get you the water.
I'm not exactly even sure how many kids there are. But I think I saw 2. 2 little girls. And I wished I could have taken a picture of her face. She looked so happy when she got a bowl of soup.
Okay guys, it's 5:35 and we just got done feeding the homeless about half an hour ago. Dropped Eddie's mom off, and now we're headed out. So today we fed about 100 people. It was awesome. 100 people. We did not turn a corner and see people that were hungry. Thank goodness. So we fed a lot of people today. We had 95 bowls of soup. So we had a little over that for the little bags with rolls and the other snacks. So about 100 people. It was awesome. There were 4 lucky people that were very, very thankful to get those big, beautiful comforters. So thank you to my friend Darlene who donated those.
It was the other group where they're all young kids. They were saying, "Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir." And one guy had no shirt on, and there was the girls. They must have been like in their early 20s. And then they were like, "Oh, go get Theo. Go get blah blah blah. Grandma. Go get uncle."
That whole like family thing.
But that whole family wasn't there last week, so I'm thinking that
I know
they
were all new.
They must be new because we did help people there last week.
They all had pretty new clothes and stuff.
Yeah,
trendy clothes.
A lot of people today had earphones. I noticed that, like white earbuds, not Apple earbuds, but the white earbuds. But yeah, just like 4 or 5 people got me today. Oh, that other guy. The guy said, "Oh, is it supposed to rain today?" I said, I don't know. He goes, "Well,
I gotta patch up my.
I gotta work on my tarp." And then it was him and some lady, and then they said they had another person in there. So he was worried about keeping 3 people taken care of over the night.
Not rained on, not wet. I gotta fix my tarp, huh?
Yeah. So another thing about today and handing out the food for the homeless was we had just finished underneath one of the multiple freeway tunnels, and we decided to go a little further, and there was a RV parked, and there was people out there in plastic chairs with like a barbecue and stuff. And we pull up and we offer them the soup, and they come out, and then there's a little girl, and I don't think Julie could see it, but she was just right in my eye view out the window here. And my mom said, "Oh, would you like some soup?" And her eyes just bugged out, and like this big huge smile on her face, like you were giving her, like, I don't know, Lilo and Stitch video or some type of like wild thing that some kid would want.
She was like maybe 6, you think?
6,
6
7,
to
or
10.
8.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, so that
maybe
was
8.
That was a little girl. My mom said there was a young teenager with that family, but they were all living in that RV.
That was the boy.
Yeah, the boy. But there was a little girl.
Boy.
And then let's see. So
the pink-haired lady.
There was the pink-haired girl, and
was she pretty young, or how old do you think she was? Your mom said she thought she was young, and then she turned around.
She might have been like 19, 20.
That's pretty young.
She had pink hair,
very
like
short,
really
pink
short,
hair.
And she comes walking up, no shoes, and she has a
She didn't have shoes? We had shoes in the trunk.
No shoes, oversized T-shirt, and I couldn't tell if she had shorts on underneath that. But on where we parked, the street was full of trash, and they were coming up over across the street. And I said, "Oh, would you like a soup and a sack of goodies and water?" And she says, "Are you sure? Me? You're offering me this? Can I really have it? Are you sure you want me to have this? Like, hello? I just asked.
You don't mind? Are you sure? You don't mind?
I just said, hey, would you like this? Can I give it to you?" And she still had to question whether or not.
You sure you don't mind?
Yeah. So it makes you wonder, like, is she like was she a slave before she ran away or whatever? Because she wasn't in that group the last time we were there. And that group is mainly all blacks, but then like 1 or 2 white guys are in that group, and you can just tell that they must be welcoming to everybody, because normally different ethnic groups hang out together. So anyway, where we were talking about how that group was welcoming towards everybody, and since we've been doing this for like 3 months now, we kind of get to know who's there and who's not there, and she was totally new. So I don't know what her story is, but it must be pretty bad if you have to ask if it's okay to take something from the person that's actually offering you the item. So in that group, there was a little old lady. She had a hard time coming around the car. She could barely walk, and we gave her some bread, and we gave her the sack lunch, and we gave her her bowl of soup. And I felt bad for her, but when we got in the car and we were about to drive away, they were like, "What about the lady in the wheelchair?" And we had already hit the end of our soup. The soup was gone. And so we were able to give her water, and we were able to give her
2 rolls.
2 rolls.
That's all we had.
And then
she said, "Do you have any blankets?"
Yeah, so then we popped the trunk and we had
1 blanket left. We started with 4 brand new, beautiful comforters today. We had 1 left, and she said, "Do you have any blankets?"
And then when my mom got out the blanket from the trunk and gave it to her, she was just, her arms were wrapped around it, and
her
she was
face when
so
she saw
happy.
It. Oh my gosh!
So yeah, she was extremely happy to get her blanket, and she just slowly wheeled herself back once we were driving away. So
that was all we could hand out.
I think today maybe about 4 or 5 people got to me. Normally it's easy to just drop stuff off, and you start, since I'm the driver and I need to remember where we were and where we're going, and I'm not really, I just know that certain groups of people are there and we need to stop here, we're going to aim for stopping there. But today, because I was actually getting out of the car more than normal, because Julie and my mom normally get out of the car and drop stuff off, but this time I was getting out to help out, pass things out, and this time it was just, I don't know if it was this that I got out and helped more, or if it's getting worse. And I think it might be getting worse, because like I said, that one family of a block of people that were saying, "Oh, go wake up auntie and go wake up uncle," and everybody, they weren't there last week. And RV, I don't know if they were there the week before too, because we've gone down that street in the past. Maybe we haven't stopped at all the RVs, but I know we've stopped at RVs before and like parked cars. And it's kind of nice that there's certain people that will recognize who we are, and they're grateful for what we've dropped off, and I think those are the ones that really probably realize that they're in a big hole, and they probably have given up on pulling themselves out of the hole. But like I said, I think there's more people out there this time. This time there's more people, and the closer and closer the holidays. Like someone was saying, "Oh, is today a holiday?" They must only get people coming by and dropping food off on them for what? Mother's Day, Christmas, New Year's. And
they need it every day.
And I don't know about you, but I eat once a day.
Every day.
And they have to have some food every day. And you know, you have to wonder, like somebody was being evicted from the corner that they were in.
Where are they going to go? What's the next corner? They can go to another corner, but how long are they going to be able to be at the next corner and the next corner before they're kicked out and they're told to pack up their stuff?
We've driven past a couple of people.
Where?
I don't know. But we've dropped some stuff off at one lady today. She's always happy to see us. She has this dog, and she grabbed a lunch for herself, and she grabbed a lunch for her husband, and she was apologizing for the construction work that they were doing. And I thought it was really funny, because here you are living on the street, and they've been there for a couple of weeks now, and they have plastic,
is that where you took the video of the flowers?
They have plastic roses in the curb, in the plant, not the planter, but you know, in the dirt there. They have roses in there, and they have a dog, and the dog's on a leash, but the dog likes jumping around and everything. But she apologized for construction, and I'll have to send Julie the picture. They had one of those signs like, watch out, the owner carries a 45, or like neighborhood watch or something. So I took a picture of that.
You took it on my phone.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that was that. It's hilarious. It's funny that they still have a sense of humor, and everyone thinks that the homeless are nobodies, but here's the thing: they do mean something to everybody.
They are real people too. Real people who have to eat every day. Real people who have to look at their own surroundings every day. Let's put a blanket up here. Let's put some flowers over here. My wife's in the next room. I'm just worried because it's getting colder and colder. Now it's 5:35. I have had nothing to eat today. I'm so hungry. I had my coffee and my tea. What? I had my coffee, I had my tea, and right now I'm having some grapes. Eddie says he hasn't had anything to eat either. Are you starving? He's hangry, so yeah. So we're going to, someone might die at Cheesecake Factory. I hope they serve the bread fast so nobody dies. So we're going to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner. If you guys are new to my channel, or you're not really sure how to handle eating out on Weight Watchers, my first and foremost tip for you is check out the menu ahead of time. Almost all restaurants nowadays will have their menus online. So if you know where you're going, and you should always know where you're going, because I guess that would be the first step to really trying to plan and eat out and still stay on plan. So know where you're going. Look up the menu beforehand. A lot of menus are in the Weight Watchers trackers. A lot of them are not. Some of the Cheesecake Factory menus are in the Weight Watchers tracker, but it's pretty much all of the Skinnylicious items, which I am not having tonight. But go online. I always choose a few things that kind of sound good to me, and then figure out the points for them. And then when I get to the restaurant, I choose between like 2 items. Tonight I know exactly what I'm having. I've already pre-tracked it. It's all in my tracker and ready to go. So I chose the edamame. I'm having edamame for an appetizer. I am having mojitos, and they have a skinny mojito and a skinny sangria. So I'm gonna try both of those. And I'm having an eggs benedict. I'm having eggs benedict without the hollandaise sauce. I'm gonna ask for them to make the yolks runny, and that will be my sauce for the eggs benedict. Therefore, I believe it should only be an English muffin, which I wrote these counts down earlier. Now I don't remember. I think an English muffin is 4, 3 slices of Canadian bacon. I don't remember. Hang on, I'll check for you guys. Okay, so a half cup of shelled edamame is 2 smart points. Each of these skinny cocktails will be 4 smart points. The English muffin will be 4 smart points. 3 slices of Canadian bacon is 1 smart point, and each of the eggs will be 2 smart points each. So that should be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the eggs benedict, 2 for the edamame, 8 for the drinks, actually 12 for the drinks, so I'll probably have 3. And then, oh, and then I'm going to have fruit, ask for fresh fruit instead of whatever else comes with the Eggs Benedicts. So that's my plan. I'll show you guys what the food looks like when we get it out. What are you having, Eddie? We're going to the Cheesecake Factory and the menu is huge. I wonder what you're gonna have.
The menu is like 20 pages long.
What are you gonna choose from that?
Oh, spicy cashew chicken.
He always has the same thing. Always. Spicy cashew chicken. Why do you always have spicy cashew chicken?
Because everything else sucks.
It does not. It's good. He always has the spicy cashew chicken. I'll show you. I forgot to mention that there is absolutely no way that it's even possible for me at all to even get 10,000 steps. It's 6 o'clock and I'm at like 3,377. I sat in the car for hours. I stood at the table and packed lunches.
Maybe you should have stomped your feet while you were doing that.
I went to the grocery store. There's no way. Some days there's just not physically enough time in the day, and this is one of those days.
I am so full. Normally I only eat half of the spicy cashew chicken, but something
That's
came
true.
over me and I ate all the bread, all the butter, and if we weren't at a restaurant, I would have licked the butter out of the residue of the bowl. And I ate all the rice and all the chicken on my plate tonight.
But that's all you had to eat today. That was it, right? That's all you had.
Yeah. But now it's
probably
an
like
overload.
1,000 something calorie
You know how
meal,
like
but
when you,
still.
you know how like when they say that in that TV show Survivor, after not having a lot of food and then like you have a lot of food, they get really massively sick. I'm gonna be sick.
So my meal was not at all what I expected. Not at all. The Eggs Benedict was not to be had. It is apparently only a Sunday brunch item and only served until 2 p.m. So I was not able to have that. But you guys, confession here, I've never had avocado toast. I know it's hugely popular. Everybody in the diet world, the Weight Watchers world, everybody's having avocado toast. I've never had it because honestly I haven't wanted to eat the points from the avocado. I'm very, very stingy with my points. So at the Cheesecake Factory tonight, I decided to try avocado toast. It was amazing. It was so delicious. And when they brought it out, it was not like pieces of toast, but it was like a half loaf cut in half and then cut and toasted. It was so delicious. But then they put salmon on top of that. It was amazing. My whole meal was so good. So it was obviously also...
How good was it?
It was so good. It was so good. But it was more points than what I had planned with the Eggs Benedict. So here's the breakdown. It was amazing. So the edamame, I don't know what I said earlier, but I just looked it up. The half cup of edamame is 3 smart points.
No.
The toast I'm counting for 6 smart points. And then I counted 1/3 of an avocado for 3 points. That's 9 points. And then the rest was, there was watercress and then I think just some basic greens, but the watercress was really good because it has a very distinct flavor. So the watercress, the watercress on top of the avocado toast plus radishes, tomatoes, and then there was a drizzle of olive oil. So I counted a teaspoon of olive oil for 1 smart point. So the avocado toast itself in total was 6 7, 8, 9, 10 points just for the avocado toast. It was so good though. Then they put the salmon on top of that. It was just basic grilled salmon. I asked for them to grill it medium rare. It was so perfect and so delicious. I figured 3 ounces of salmon for 5 smart points. So that is now 15 smart points, plus the edamame is 18. So 18 smart points. My dinner went up tremendously, but it's all very healthy, very, very good. Very good for you food. Very high in nutrients and antioxidants, so I don't feel a bit bad. It was delicious. So that's how much in the actual food. Then I had a skinny sangria for 4 smart points. That was pretty good. It kind of made me want to make my sangria again, so I might do that next weekend. And then I had 2 skinny mojitos for 4 points each as well. So I had 12 smart points in drinks, and what did I just say, 18. So 12 and 18 is exactly 30 points. What were you gonna say?
Relook at your numbers you just gave. I thought you said 3, 6, which would have 9. Then you added 3 more, and then you said, I think, 9.
Okay, 3 points for edamame, 6 points for the toast.
9.
Right? 5 points, 6 points for the toast, 3 points for the avocado, that's 9, 1 point for the olive oil, that's 10 for the avocado toast, 3 points for the edamame, and 5 for the salmon. So that is 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 smart points, right? 18 total plus the 12 for drinks is 30 points. Yeah, perfect day. Except I'm gonna go home and have some more grapefruit Bellini because it's the weekend. It's Sunday night. I have to get ready for tomorrow. There's no way I'm going to be able to do any kind of meal prep tonight at all. I will probably try and at least pull out the things I need for my lunch tomorrow. So I'll at least pull things out so in the morning things will be a little easier, but I'm gonna struggle all week and just make things either the morning of. There are a couple things, like I'm gonna do like butternut squash soup for one meal, so I'm gonna have to make that the evening before. So it's just gonna be a struggle all week, and that's what I do, because unless I spend like 2 to 3 hours on the weekends doing meal prep, it just doesn't happen, and I just literally do not have enough time in my weekend. It's just gone. So yes, I could have woke up early, I could have gotten up earlier this morning, but I feel really great because I'm well rested. So I mean, do I sleep or do I meal prep? You know, that's my life. I never have enough time for everything. So that's it for me for tonight, guys. I'm gonna go home and take a shower and sleep well. I can't remember who watches this besides us. Whoever you are, please comment, because I want to know if you watch Magic Journeys and Mr. Cheesy Pop, because they're all doing their reviews at California Festival of Holidays, California Adventure Festival of Holidays, and I'm desperate to get there. What?
Justin won't do that.
Festival of Holidays?
Nope.
He's not going?
He's not eating that. He can't eat.
Oh,
like
he can't do the
99%
because he has
of the
to
food.
eat gluten-free.
And yeah.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's just a whole bunch of
Mumbo jumbo
Disney YouTube people. But there is, okay, every year at Disney World and Disneyland, there is the Food and Wine Festival. I don't know, I think that's in the spring, summer. In the winter, I think the last 2 years or 3 years, California Adventure has had the Festival of Holidays, which is pretty much the same thing. It's a food and wine festival. And you know what? I'm so excited because this year we're tasting everything. I am not kidding, everything. There are 12 booths. We're tasting everything. Eddie's going to get tickets tomorrow and the next day. We're tasting everything except beer and wine, because you can get beer and wine. Beer I hate, first of all. Wine I can get anytime. We're tasting everything and I'm super excited, but I have 3 days to do it. So that's what I'm talking about. But if you watch Mr. Cheesy Pop and Magic Journey, they are doing their reviews. I'm so excited. I'm gonna print off all the menus and start my planning very soon. If you guys want to see me taste all this amazing stuff at the Festival of Holidays at California Adventure, I think the first day we're going is November 29th. Stay tuned. Okay, I am descaling my Keurig right now. I am trying to prep my lunch for tomorrow right now, and as it stands right now, I am -3 on all my weeklies and all my fit points. So as it stands right now, if I have nothing else that I have not pre-tracked, I have totally pre-tracked everything that I'm eating tomorrow, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm sure I'm not going to go overboard tomorrow, because tomorrow's Monday and it's the day before weigh-in. So I am right now going to have a bottle of grapefruit Bellini, but I've already pre-tracked that also. So right now, as it stands, I'm only -3. So I have 3 points to make up tomorrow with fit points. That's it. That's all I gotta do. And then I will be 0 for 0. So that's where it stands. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna make, tomorrow I'm having a chicken bowl, probably with teriyaki sauce. I don't know about the sauce because the sauce is points, but I'll probably have a chicken bowl with teriyaki sauce, so a chicken teriyaki bowl tomorrow for lunch. I'll show you guys that tomorrow. That's what I'm doing right now. That's my Sunday night. Woohoo!